it's been forever! What's it been, 5 years? I was honestly starting to think you'd block me or something, but then I remembered you're way too proud to block anyone. You just stew in silence.
You have the gall to message me after 5 years like it's some kind of cute reunion. You stole my fiancé, ran off without a word, and now you pop up out of the blue, texting like a high school cheerleader.
Stole? Wow, dramatic much? I fell in love. It's not my fault he picked me. And come on, don't act like you didn't bounce back. You got married, right? So who really won in the end?
It took me years to rebuild my life. You didn't just break up a relationship, you shattered a family. And you didn't even look back. You disappeared. No apology, no explanation. Until now.
Which is exactly why I'm reaching out. I actually have something important to tell you. And I didn't want you to hear it through the grapevine. I thought, hey, maybe I should be the bigger person for once.
The bigger person? You?
Yeah, I know, shocker. But seriously, I didn't expect you to be thrilled to hear from me, but this is the kind of thing you should hear directly. Woman to woman, sister to sister, you might hate me. Okay, you definitely hate me, but I still owe you this.
Let me guess, you're getting married to him now, the one you took from me, and you want my blessing? How touching.
Actually, no, that didn't work out. Long story, total dud, honestly. No ambition, no fun, zero spark. We broke up ages ago.
Then what's the important news? You rob someone else?
Kind of, but it's way juicier than you think. I'm engaged again, and you know the guy. Like, really know him. Because it's Steve.
Steve? My husband?
Bingo! Surprise! I mean, technically, he's not really your husband anymore, right? Emotionally speaking, you guys were basically over. He just hadn't filed the paperwork yet.
You're marrying Steve? My husband. The man I live with. The man I married. That Steve?
Yup, wild, huh? Life's full of twists. We didn't mean for it to happen, but the universe just connected us. And now we're starting a new chapter, together.
You've got to be kidding me. You did this again? You knew who he was and you still hooked up with him?
Relax. He told me everything. That you were cold, distant, obsessed with baby stuff, always stressed. He said he didn't even recognize you anymore. So yeah, we started seeing each other and it just clicked. Way better chemistry.
You've been sleeping with my husband behind my back, and now you want to announce it like it's some kind of Instagram engagement reveal?
I'm trying to be honest, okay? We didn't want to sneak around. Steve thought maybe we should keep it quiet for your sake, but I said no way, no regrets, no apologies. That's my motto now, no regrets, no apologies. Isn't that awesome?
No regrets, no apologies, huh? You really don't see anything wrong with this, do you?
Nope, not when it's love. And I thought, well, you moved on after the last one, you'll bounce back again. You're good at being the victim, Melissa. You always land on your feet eventually.
You act like this is nothing, like it's just a mild inconvenience for me. You think you're the main character in a teen drama, but you're not cute. You're not brave. You're just cruel.
Wow, okay. Drama queen alert. But fine, if you're gonna freak out, I'll just skip to the point. I'm not asking for your approval. I'm telling you to divorce him because I'm pregnant with his baby.
You're pregnant?
3 months along, we weren't even trying. Isn't that crazy? It's like fate or something. This baby is the reason we can't pretend anymore. It's time for you to step aside, gracefully. I'm doing this the respectful way.
Respectful? You cheat, lie, and destroy, and you call this respectful?
Okay, I could have just kept it quiet and waited until the baby was born to drop the bomb, but I didn't. I'm giving you a chance to adjust. That's pretty nice of me, considering everything.
Well, here's your answer. I won't be adjusting. I won't be stepping aside. You want my husband? You're going to have to pry him from my cold, litigious fingers.
Oh, please, why drag it out? Steve already made up his mind. He doesn't even look at you anymore. He told me he feels alive when he's with me. You can't compete with that.
This isn't a competition. It's my life. You crash into it like a wrecking ball, giggling the whole way, and expect me to just, what, hand over my dignity?
If I'm being honest, I thought you'd be bawling by now. The way you used to sob when I took your last guy, total meltdown. It was actually kind of iconic.
Yeah, I cried, I screamed, I collapsed. That was the old me, the version of myself you crushed.
Aw, don't say it like that. You'll make me sound like the villain.
You are the villain, but the difference is, now I'm not trying to stop you. Go ahead, take him, take the baby, take the whole mess. Just know, I'm not crying this time. I'm done shedding tears for people who treat me like garbage.
Wait, seriously? That's it? No breakdown? No how could you? This is kind of a letdown.
Sorry to disappoint. I hope you, Steve, and your little homewrecker miracle have a lovely life together. I'm out. Well, Steve, I just got a very interesting message from my sister.
Oh, really? What did you guys talk about?
Oh, a little of this and a little of that. We talked about the weather, how our parents are doing, our favorite soap operas. Oh, and also the fact that you're sleeping with her and she's pregnant with your child.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it happened. And now I have to take responsibility like a man. That's just how it is.
Don't give me that noble act. You don't get to play the hero now. I want the truth, Steve. All of it.
The truth? You want the full version? Fine. I didn't know that she was your sister at first, okay? We met at some speed dating mixer thing. It was a total fluke.
My God in heaven, Steve. You went to a speed dating event as a married man?
I was just out with some co-workers. One of them dragged me to one of those bars where people rotate tables. I thought it'd be harmless. She was cute, young, fun, way more energy than... Well, you've just been really serious lately.
So you kept going back? And what, just kept hooking up like it was a sport?
Honestly, yeah, I liked the vibe. Kelsey had this spark, you know? It was exciting. Way less pressure than what we had going on. And like I said, I didn't even know she was your sister until we'd already been seeing each other for a few weeks.
And that's when a normal human being would have stopped, but you didn't. Actually, a normal person wouldn't have started up an affair in the first place.
Look, I was shocked, sure, but it's not like you two were close, right? She said you hadn't spoken in years.
Yeah? Because she stole my fiancé and disappeared. You knew that. I told you everything. I cried in front of you, Steve.
Okay, but what was I supposed to do? End things with someone who actually made me feel wanted? Kelsey's beautiful, like stupidly beautiful. You can't compete with that, Melissa. Be real.
Oh, so I should just accept being cheated on because I'm not as pretty? That's your defense?
It's not just looks. You've been so wrapped up in fertility charts and ovulation windows and doctor visits. You turned our home into a clinic. Every day it was like, did you take your supplements? Did you call the lab?
Because we agreed we wanted a child, and I did everything in my power for us to have one. You think it was easy for me? You think I liked going to those appointments alone because you were too busy at work?
It wasn't just that. Your mom kept calling and asking when we'd give her grandkids. It was relentless.
Don't pretend you were the only one getting pressured. Your mother called me 3 times a day, morning, lunch, dinner, asking the same thing. And you know what I did? I smiled. I apologized. I said we were trying. I never once blamed you.
Well, maybe you should have, because it sure didn't help. I hated coming home. It was like a prison of guilt and expectations. Kelsey was an escape.
So instead of talking to me, your wife, you ran to my sister? You don't get to paint yourself as some wounded man. You're just weak.
If you can't get pregnant, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? What's the point of all the stress and meds and tears if there's no result?
Wow, that's what I was to you? A failed baby machine?
Now don't twist it. I just meant... Look, Kelsey's pregnant. That's something real. It's happening. It makes everything clearer now. We should just split. Peacefully. You'll bounce back. You always do. You're strong like that.
You think I care about peace right now? You think I care about clarity? I feel nothing for you, Steve. Not even hate. But I do have one condition.
A condition? Like what? You want the car?
No, I want you to message me the second you and Kelsey get legally married.
That's it? Just that?
That's it. I want to know the exact moment the two of you make your mess official.
You're being weirdly chill about this.
Don't get it twisted. You'll still be hearing from my lawyer. I'll be filing for divorce, and I expect a fair division of assets as well as a healthy amount of alimony. But I'm not going to demand some outrageous sum. In fact, I'll keep it to the minimum legal amounts. Consider it my gift to you.
Seriously? You're gonna go easy on me, even after all this?
Oh, don't flatter yourself. This isn't mercy. This is closure.
Well, all right then. That's better than I expected, honestly. You're handling this way better than I thought. Guess I'll go tell my mom she's finally getting a grandkid. She's gonna freak out. I mean, not about how, but she's been dying to hear those words.
Right. Good luck with that conversation. Let me know how you spin the timeline.
Good morning to you, ex-wife. Thought I'd do the polite thing and let you know Kelsey and I made it official today. We just went to the city hall and filed all the files that need to be filed. So yeah, I guess you can call her Mrs. Steve now. Should we be expecting a wedding gift? Or maybe just a card with a tear-stained congratulations? We would gladly accept either cash or check. Or you could just give me your credit cards.
How romantic. Filing papers at City Hall with the woman you cheated with. I'm sure your mother must be thrilled about the kind of man you turned out to be.
Hey, at least one of us got things moving. You should be happy for us. Kelsey's glowing, baby bump and all.
Ah, yes, that poor innocent little angel. It's really too bad that baby has to be born to a couple of scumbags.
Hey, what's with you? Is this why you wanted me to tell you when we got married? I mean, if all you wanted to do was bash us, wow, you're even more bitter than I thought.
Actually, there's a much better reason than that. I have a little update for you of my own as well, and it's about Risa's baby.
Huh? What do you mean? Why would you have an update about our baby?
Our baby? It would seem that you're under the very sadly wrong impression.
Excuse me?
It's not yours, Steve. You're infertile. You've been infertile since at least the time we got married. We found out 6 months ago.
What the hell are you talking about?
You remember back when we started fertility testing? The doctor had both of us checked. I got my results and so did you. Setting mine aside for a moment, let's talk about what your results said. Let's see, how can I put this? You know those famous pictures of how dilapidated the pools used in the Rio Olympics are years down the road? That's you, down south. You've got a pool, yeah, but it's filthy, useless, and there are absolutely no swimmers anywhere near it.
No, that's not right! I would have remembered that! No one told me anything like that!
Because you were never around to hear it. You skipped the follow-up appointment. You were working late again. I got the news alone. I sat there listening to the doctor gently explain that you couldn't have children, and I didn't even cry. I just went numb.
You're lying! This is some kind of twisted revenge thing! You're just pissed that we moved on, and now you're trying to mess with my head!
I wish I were. I really do. But it's the truth. I didn't tell you because I thought it would devastate you. I kept hoping there'd be a better time to bring it up to you, or a better way to say it without breaking your heart. And mine.
No, there's no way that can be true. I've never had any problems. I don't get sick. I've never had any surgeries. I'm totally fine.
Being asymptomatic doesn't make you fertile, Steve. It's called azoospermia, and your chart showed it clearly. The doctor even asked if you'd ever had mumps as a kid. You never answered.
This can't be happening. You're seriously telling me I can't be a father?
Not biologically, no.
But Kelsey's pregnant! I mean, we didn't use protection. It has to be mine!
Steve, listen to yourself. You can't father a child. And since you can't possibly be the father of that baby, that means that someone else is. I know you hate thinking about that, but facts don't care how much it hurts.
No, this is insane! I just got married! My parents are expecting a grandkid! I told everyone at work, we took pictures, we had cake!
You should probably go talk to Kelsey. Ask some honest questions. Get a paternity test if you want proof. But complaining about it to me like it's my fault is going to get you precisely nowhere.
Why wouldn't you tell me? Why wait until now?
Because you never gave me the chance. You were always gone. It was always either a business trip or a late night at the office or some other reason to not come home. I see now you weren't working. You were with her. So I kept quiet, hoping you'd come back to me, but you didn't.
That's no excuse! You should have said something!
And what would you have done? Believed me? Or accused me of lying like you're doing right now?
This is unreal! I don't even know what to do! What am I supposed to do?
Here's a suggestion. Stop screaming at me. I'm not the one who made this mess. Talk to Kelsey, figure out who the real father is, then maybe, just maybe, you'll start to understand what consequences feel like.
Melissa!
Goodbye, Steve. Enjoy your marriage.
Melissa, tell me this is a joke. Steve can't have kids? Like, seriously? This is some kind of lie, right?
As satisfying as it would be to get you worked up over nothing, this is definitely not a joke. I can send you the medical report if you want. It's all there, black and white, incontrovertible proof. He's completely infertile.
But he got me pregnant. We didn't use anything. How could that be possible if he can't have kids?
For God's sake, Kelsey, you're a moralless, heartless, senseless, tactless, soulless succubus, but you're not a complete idiot. At the very least, you know how babies are made. So, let's talk like adults now, shall we? Who's the baby's real father?
I don't know, okay? I don't freaking know. It could be one of a few people.
Charming. Really inspiring.
It was a weird time for me, all right? I was trying to get out of a relationship with this clingy guy, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. So yeah, I started seeing other guys.
Uh-huh. How many other guys are we talking about?
Can we just leave that at a few?
A few, right. And you met Steve in the middle of all that? He was one of the few guys?
Yeah, he was like the only one with a steady job who didn't ask dumb questions. He always bought me dinner without splitting the bill, and that alone was enough to make me think, okay, this one's an upgrade.
So what happened to the last guy? The one you fell in love with and ran away with?
He changed jobs. His new gig paid like garbage, though. Suddenly, we were splitting rent, budgeting groceries, eating instant noodles. I was so over it.
So much for soulmates. You ditched destiny the second it stopped being fun.
Well, yeah, Destiny's nice and all, but it doesn't pay for spa days or takeout. I wanted to feel taken care of again. Is that so bad?
It's not just bad, it's pathetic. You talk about love, but all you ever chase is convenience.
Don't get preachy, okay? You were so obsessed with baby making you forgot how to have fun. Maybe if you had a little more fun with Steve, he wouldn't have come running to me.
Yeah, you seem like you were having a lot of fun. So much that you don't even know who the father is. Sounds like a riot.
Steve was the highest earner I met at the bar, okay? That's why I clung to him. He was stable, older, reliable. He had health insurance. That's hot these days. None of the guys my age have all of that.
And how are the two of you doing now,
Now he wants a divorce. He flipped out when I told him about the baby. I mean, not just about the baby, about the fact that it's probably not his.
I'd say probably is a bit of an understatement, but I'll let that slide. He has every right to be furious. You lied to both of us, and yourself.
He's talking about suing me, like, for actual money, emotional distress or some crap. I don't even know how that works, but he looked serious. He said I trapped him, that what I did was fraud.
You might want to get a lawyer, or a mirror. Either one would be a wake-up call.
This isn't funny, Melissa. What am I supposed to do? I can't be a single mom. That wasn't the plan.
Aw, poor thing. I'm sure some rich sucker will come along. After all, you're pretty enough to steal someone else's man. You've done it twice to me now.
You don't get it. No one wants a pregnant woman with a history of being creatively faithful. I'm basically radioactive right now.
Funny how fast the glow fades when it's not your fairy tale anymore.
He gave me two choices. First, we can stay married, but I'll basically be treated like the live-in nanny. He said he'll ignore me, won't pay for anything extra, and the kid isn't his responsibility.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What about option 2?
Isn't it obvious? Option 2 is we get divorced and I get left with absolutely nothing. Which I can't do that. I don't have any savings and I can't work right now. I barely have enough saved for a month's worth of diapers.
Then maybe don't sabotage your life for the 3rd time in a row. Just a thought.
I've been begging him to forgive me, like full-on crying, promising I'll make it work. I even offered to get a DNA test and give him full control if it's his, but he just laughed and turned me down.
What reason would he have to take that bet? It's not his and he knows it. You can't unring that bell.
So what now? Am I just doomed? Am I going to end up alone and broke with a baby from some guy I don't even remember?
You tell me. You made this bed. You picked the pillow. You even monogrammed the sheets. Now lie in it.
You're seriously just going to let this happen to me?
I'm not your safety net. Not anymore. This is the life that you chose for yourself, Kelsey. I hope you had fun while it lasted, because I think you're in for a healthy dose of reality.
Melissa, listen! You're not gonna believe this! She told them! She actually told my parents right to their faces! God, it was the most humiliating moment of my life!
Told them what? That the baby's not yours? I figured she would have done so by now.
They came over to meet their grandchild, right? They were all smiles. They brought flowers and clothes and diapers and toys. And then Kelsey just blurts it out. She smiled and said she might not be Steve's biological daughter, but isn't she cute anyway? Like, who drops that kind of bomb so casually?
Wow, that's bold. But hey, at least she's not hiding anymore.
I told them I finally had a child. I made speeches. I gave them hope. And now they're asking questions that I don't want to answer.
And what did you expect? You married a liar to protect your own lie. Eventually, someone was going to open the blinds and let the truth in. So, what did you do when she told them?
I confronted her about it. I asked her what the hell she was thinking, saying that in front of my parents. You know what she said? She said it was payback. It was revenge for me treating her like a live-in nanny.
I mean, weren't those your terms? I recall Kelsey mentioned that being part of the little ultimatum you gave her.
Yeah, but I didn't think she was gonna want revenge over that. I thought she'd just mope in silence or beg for forgiveness, not go nuclear like this. I thought it was a good deal for her.
That's what you get for playing petty games with a woman you barely knew. Actually, one of the few things that you knew about her was that she was an adulteress who slept with her sister's husband. And now you're shocked she's not a graceful loser?
I told her I wanted a divorce. I figured if she wanted to act spiteful, fine, we'll end it. No point dragging this out.
And?
She laughed! She actually laughed! Said, sure, we could divorce, but don't forget you signed the birth certificate! Then she whipped out this folder with a full child support breakdown. She's already priced it out. Monthly payments, back pay from the birth, estimated medical expenses. It's like she was waiting all this time for me to say the word divorce!
Yeah, she probably was. And frankly, I can't say I blame her. You treated her like a free babysitter and expected gratitude.
You think I should just accept this? Why should I pay for someone else's kid and watch my parents pretend they have a grandchild?
You married her, you signed the documents, you posed for the photos, and now you want out just because it's not as pretty up close?
There's gotta be a loophole. Maybe I can claim she was hormonal, postpartum, or something. I'll say she made it up or threatened me into it. She's always been pretty unpredictable. Maybe my parents will believe she's confused.
Wow, that's your plan? Gaslight the woman you knocked up emotionally, abandoned financially, and humiliated publicly?
Okay, when you say it like that, you make me seem like a bad person.
There's no version of this where you don't look like a bad person, Steve. Maybe just accept the reality. You're stuck.
I should have known better than to come to you about this. You're still so bitter and angry about me breaking up with you. I'll bet you're throwing a party for yourself right now.
Oh, I am throwing a party, but it's not just for myself. A lovely guy who just walked in with a tub of ice cream is here with me. He's sweet, smart, and, unlike you, not a walking cautionary tale.
Wait, you're seeing someone?
Of course I am. I'm single. I'm free. I don't have a fake family, an illegitimate child, or in-laws who think I'm a joke.
But we just divorced! That was like, what, a year ago? How can you be seeing someone again so soon?
Time flies when you stop carrying dead weight.
You moved on that fast?
It took me some time, yeah, but in the end, I realized I was better off without you.
And you're happy now?
I'm at peace, which is a whole lot better than whatever you're drowning in.
I don't know what to do, Melissa!
What you choose to do from now on is not my problem anymore. But if I were you, I'd start by figuring out how to be a grown-up. And maybe stop knocking up any woman with a pretty face who gives you attention for 5 seconds.
Right.
Good luck, Steve. You're really going to need it. Steve eventually caved. He got on his knees, quite literally, and begged Kelsey to tell his parents that she was joking about the baby not being his. He promised to play the role of doting father, even swearing he'd call the baby his own, as long as she kept her mouth shut. Kelsey, ever the opportunist, agreed, but only on one condition. Steve had to handle everything. Night feedings, diaper changes, pediatric visits, all of it. She declared she needed at least 6 months of total recovery to regain her strength. So, while Kelsey lounged around in silk robes, scrolling her phone and posting selfies with inspirational mom quotes, Steve fumbled through bottles and spit up, unraveling one sleepless night at a time. It didn't take long before the resentment boiled over. Their smiling wedding photos became stale decorations on a wall neither of them could stand. The neighbors soon noticed that there were frequent late-night disturbances coming from their apartment. And not long after, rumors spread that Steve was fed up and ready to kick Kelsey out on the curb. He's even enlisting the help of a lawyer friend to try and get his name removed from the baby's birth certificate. But this is all what I heard secondhand. I never saw any of it myself. I blocked them right away after my last message to Steve. Now, my peace has been restored. I visited sweet revenge on my foes and moved on with my life. I rarely think about either of them anymore.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.